Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. My name is Muhammad Haziq Danial bin LOKMAN. My number ID is PDL1910002021. I'm from class DLM 5A. Today, I will answer the question from online assignment LOG 2633 Effect Management. Okay, for the question 1, the question is describe the network carrier and how integrated carrier operate. So network carrier operate a network by the schedule as service and from the airport. Every hubs in all country already registration to maximize how many network carriers or air freight can in at the airport for avoid the traffic problem at the airport or hub. So for avoid this problem happen, most network carrier use a major hub airport through the schedule short and long haul flight. One more thing, the network carrier more to carry the cargo to compare carry the passenger, because network carrier more to focus for the major airport and the distance is the long term. So this is a example for schedule Etihad cargo. So for example, about the network carrier, Etihad cargo is the major place for the cargo landing if the good from the overseas, means like from the Malaysia or other country like overseas. So let's go to the question 2. Question 2 is explain the ideal low cost are able to provide more service to freight forwarder. So low cost carrier is operated short and medium haul routes because these aircraft have very limited space or lower deck cargo capacity once their passengers were full load and their already checked bags have been considered. So if the passenger is more than cargo, there will decrease the capacity of passenger. Why? Have some company afraid just use the low cost carrier and no use the network carrier because it can save their own budget for their company use the low cost carrier. Other than that, low cost carrier just focus in short term destination and medium capacity to day carry because it is can reduce their company from waste their money, such as Asia just use the low cost carrier because in Malaysia have many small airport company like Senai Airport and others. So Asia can reduce their cost to go for the long distance, and other reason is they carry the passenger and at the same time they carry the cargo. Next, Asia company also give the service to other freight forwarder for air freight to use their airport for landing cargo and passenger. The third question is from my understanding. From your understanding, describe any Etihad cargo product that has managed to encourage more shipper to use air freight in their logistic process. So, from my understanding, Etihad more to export their product such as meat, fish, seafood, fruits and vegetables to other country like Australians. So, from this issue, Etihad can attract the Australian to use air freight in their logistic process because Etihad already have the Australian which is send their product to Australian. Other than that, Etihad have the good service in their air freight logistic process. For example, fast track, cannot carry the dangerous good, carry the general cargo, reparation service, Etihad secure logistic, and Etihad will give the airport service to any company use their air freight logistic process. So after Australian use the air freight logistic process from Etihad, Australian can viral it about the service from Etihad Cargo give to who use their air freight, and it is can encourage more shipper to use air freight in their logistic process. Okay, let's go to the second last question. It is the question 4. Question 4 is, the issue in air cargo capacity is when traffic begins to pick up, freight rate can move up again with rapidly as shortage of capacity appears on same roads. Give your opinion in the recovery process of gaining back air freight demand. So, in my opinion, the ways can recovery process of gaining back air freight demand is the company must reset back the schedule and make a new or advanced schedule to avoid from the traffic issue. For example, reset the time schedule like 1 hour before the next trip landing at the airport, so this can avoid to get the traffic issue. Other than that, they can do the fare capacity for cargo and passenger, or fix the capacity cargo and passenger, such as for today all of freight must carry the cargo more than passenger for today, and for tomorrow all of freight must carry passenger more than cargo, and continue for all days. Or they can do like fix the capacity of passengers and cargo by follow the demand. Like if for today demand for cargo is more than passenger, so they must carry the cargo more than passenger because the demand of cargo is highest, and if the demand of passenger more than the cargo, so they must carry the passenger first, but they must follow the schedule. And if in the same time the both of demand is changed, so they just follow the schedule. Okay, the last question is, the change for air cargo demand to grow the certainly be closely linked to gross domestic product and trade growth for one country. So how does GDP relate to the air cargo demand? So GDP is the one government organization for evaluate statistic every import and export were do by all company in their country. So every company have relationship with GDP because everything they do will be recorded by the GDP. Next, for me, GDP can related with the air cargo demand when after GDP evaluate some company and they see the profit for this company very highest, or this company because this company keep do the import and export activity to compare to other company. So GDP can demand for this company to give the profit to the two country and to attract more customer to use this company service or freight to increase the economical of the country. For example, GDP evaluate the Etihad Cargo and they saw Etihad Cargo more do import and export activity and the profit in the good quality. From this situation, GDP can put the demand to the Etihad Cargo to do more their activities because they can help their country economical at the highest profit. So that's all from me about the online assignment LOG 2633 Airfreight Management. Thank you. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.